What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Get Certified. My name is Manak and I'm your guide to get your next ABAP certification. So, in this chapter, we are going to continue with our discussion of ABAP types and data objects. So, before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. And please share it with your friends who are interested in getting the SAP ABAP certification. So let's start right away. We left off in the last video with the different types of predefined data objects. So in this video, let's talk about the variables. So what are variables? Variables basically data objects and are either declared statically in the program or created dynamically during the execution of the program. So variables basically what they do is they allow you to store a local data locally in the program for the program in memory, or their value can be changed during the execution of the program. So we can statically declare the values. Let's see the different types ways in which we can declare statically the values of the variables. The first is by the use of data keyword, and it is used to declare the data in the program whose lifetime and visibility are dependent on the context of the declaration. So if the variable is defined in a subroutine, and then it is valid only for the lifetime of the subroutine, and only in the subroutine. Otherwise, if it is defined at the top of the program, it means typically means it is globally available in the program. So let us have a look on how to declare data, how to declare a variable using the data statement. So let's take the data. Let's take the keyword data. Let's use a variable count. And let's use the type of type as I, meaning integer. Let's take so there you go. So let's take another example, just to give a broader example. So let's take another example. Say for example count to. For this, let's take the variable as I. So as I told you, you can use the variable to actually assign the value of this variable. So let's take it as 10. So this would actually declare data of type integer, which is named count to, and the value of which is 10. So let's talk about the next method by which we can define variables within our program. So let's so this way is inline declaration of variable instead and fill symbols. These are the new feature of the SAP NetWeaver 7.4, I guess, with the service package 4. The inline declaration makes a program simpler and basically easier to maintain. So an inline declaration is performed using the declaration operator and a declaration expression, and is made in a declaration position. The declaration position is the writer position, in which the operand type can be determined statically from the context, and a declaration expression with the declaration operator data declares a variable var used as an operand in the current writer position. This way, the declaration is made in the operation statement rather than the declaration statement. The data type of the variable is determined by the operand type. So let's actually have a quick code to actually have a look on how to do this. So let me show you. Let's write up a quick code. Write it up right here, because let's do it in the ABAP editor. Let's do it out here. So let's comment this, which we wrote earlier. Let's to give you a clear example, let's use different types of listings to give you an example of how to use inline declaration of variable. Okay, right. So let's use a data statement, and this would be for our internal table. And let's use the type standard. It's not a hash table, it's type standard table of we'll use the same table, Mara. And let's select material number as before, MATL MATNR, and let's select another variable, let's select another field, BSMT, from our table Mara. Let's put it into the corresponding fields of our internal table. That was I tab, and let's add a condition, our statement, which says where mdrt equals, let's take the values for it. You can use the values based on your table Mara, but I know that I have a field, I have a value of FERT, so this is gonna work in my case. And then let's loop into our table, add I tab into, there goes. That's one way of inline declaration of variable and field symbols. So there you go. So right, I think I missed a indentation right there, and let's use the statement right. There you go. Right. Let's write out our value MATNR and W our work area and BISMT. There you go. And let's end the loop. Oh, let's end the loop. And just have a look. Let's see another way of using inline declaration. So let's read our internal table, which is I tab. Let's use the key with table. No, with we just need a key. We do not need a table key. With key, let's say our material number. So let's see if I recall correctly. Into data of guys, I'm not sure if the values exists or not, but let's try and execute this code. To save, yes, I want to save. Let's check for errors. Well, it's synthetically correct, but I don't think it has these values. But let's see. Let's activate it. It's a local program, so let's run execute it. So I'll if I execute, I do not see any value. Well, let's try with another. This is actually in development system, so there are not many values to test, but I think it was 11. Let's try out this values. So let's see. So basically, it should there you go. So as you can see, this is one way in which we can use inline declaration. This is how you declare how you would declare the field symbols. Let's put a comment here, right? Comment right here. Sorry, that's not right. So this would be our way of declaration of field symbols. There you go. Next, let us have a look at how, let's comment this thing up. There you go. And let's talk about how to declare actual parameters, declaration of actual parameters. Alright, so guys, in this way, let's take up the same example of an internal table, and we use this type standard of table more. Okay, let's loop at our internal table, loop add I tab, which is our internal table. We'll assign the field symbol, so assigning signing field symbol. Let's use line. There you go. So signing field symbol line. There you go. And let's enter the loop just to be sure we to not forget the end loop statement. And inside the loop we are gonna take a write our, for the next line. Let's use our line, and then we use the material number. Let's use the material number, and then let's speed up the same thing like we used out here. So we'll use the line. We use the line, and then I don't think it has any value, but still let's have a look. Right. So there you go. Let's keep the select statement intact. Oops. Okay. And let's use a read write table, just to give an example of how to use the declaration of actual parameters. So with key, our key would be material number, and the value is 11, and we will assign us to use a beautification where we can use a pre-depender on the end, but use field symbol. So our field symbol is let's use line is already used, so let's use line 2. Then there you go. Let's pretty printer it up. Then let's check for errors. iTab is unknown. Of course, iTab is unknown because we would need this data statement as well. Let's check again. And iTab has already been declared. It has been declared. Okay. What did I do wrong? Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's check now. What was the error again? Is unknown. Line number 25. That's because I declared this. Okay, let's do one thing, guys. Let's put this into comment, and let's uncomment this line. Let's check now. Let's activate and let's execute it. You see, we have the same result. So this is another way in which you can actually use our data objects, and the and then there's another way. Let's write it out here, because that won't be a real code. So say for example we use it for the declaration of table work area. So say for example we use just to give you an idea, but say there you go. So we have a method. Say let's use this method and say we are importing we use the importing statement. So this is more of objects and classes. I will discuss the syntax later, but just know that we can use importing PI, and then you can use your data, and you can specify in this way. And then let's just to give you an idea, we can use some more importing statements. Say for example importing p2 equals we can use the data declaration dynamically, and you use a2, say for example, and then you can continue declaring the importing statement as many number of times as you want to. So in the next video we are going to talk about the static keyword, and we're gonna see a little bit of code and how to use it. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Thanks for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, get certified, and see you in the next one, guys. See you.